Hello friends, welcome back. And today I'm going to discuss about the code implementation of one of the algorithms which I discussed in the previous video in this playlist, data structures and algorithms. So in this data structures and algorithms, I must have talked to you regarding this, how to find out if a binary tree is a binary search tree or not. So this one was the video, find if a binary tree is binary search tree or not. This one you need to go through before you see the code implementation. For a brief, I would like to tell you that I discussed like what is the property of a binary search tree and how you can find out if a binary tree is a binary search tree or not. Basically, a binary search tree contains the property that when you will traverse the elements in in order traversal, then in that case, entire array will be sorted. Entire list of elements which are there in the binary search tree, they will come into the sorted order, right? So let's start from the code itself. So here I have taken this array, and this array contains 9 elements, and I'm creating the binary search tree, right? So this insert node is basically creating the binary search tree, and after that, we would like to see that what is the in order traversal for this. If the in order traversal is fine, then we are sure that our binary tree is a binary search tree. So here I've just used the simple binary search tree insertion logic. So in order traversal will obviously give you the sorted list of all the elements, right? So all these elements that I'm going to add to the list to the binary search tree, when I will do the in order traversal for all of them, then they will be printed in a sorted manner, right? So let's see what happens. So when I run it, you will be able to see that all the elements will come in sorted order. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, everything is in sorted order, right? So in this case, I have to prove that this binary tree is a binary search tree or not, right? So first we are going to discuss the case where this binary tree is not a binary search tree. Okay, so this case, when I'm doing the insert node, this is my function insert node on the top. In this, I have written a simple logic to add the node to the tree, binary search tree. So this tree is a binary search tree basically, and there is no problem with the binary search tree properties. But I just want to tweak my tree so that it becomes a simple binary tree rather than a binary search tree, right? So what I will do, I have written a function tweak the tree. All right. So this is the function tweak the tree. In this function, what I am doing, that the leftmost element is the smallest element in the binary search tree, right? I hope that you understand, like leftmost element, if you start from the root and you move towards the leftmost element, the last leftmost element, then that last leftmost element is the smallest element in the binary search tree, right? Similarly, if you move towards the rightmost element of the binary search tree starting from the root, then that particular element is the greatest among all the elements in the binary search tree, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to do a tweak. First, what I will do, I will simply just commenting it. I'm simply going to make this largest element. Okay, the largest element in this binary search tree, which is the 25. If you see, this is 25. So the rightmost element, which is the last element in the array, in the in order traversal, I'm just going to uh, tweak that. So I'm going to make the data of the last element or the rightmost element, which is the greatest element, this some smaller value. I'm going to make it some smaller value. Like here it is 25. The rightmost element is 25. If you will start from the root and you will go to the rightmost element, then it will be 25. But here what I'm doing, I'm just going to tweak it and I'm going to make it a smaller element, making it 11. And if I make it 11, then you can see that 11 is not the smallest element in this array of elements using which I have created the binary search tree, right? So this way, if I do the in order traversal, before calling the in order traversal, if I call the tweak the tree function and I pass the root where I'm just tweaking it to make the rightmost element having some smaller value, which is not the greatest value among all the values, then in that case, my binary search tree in order traversal will not give me the sorted order of elements, right? I hope this is clear to you. So let's see what happens now. I have called the tweak the tree function before in order traversal. So in this case, what will happen? You will be able to see that this array, this traversal is not giving me the sorted order. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 12, 19, 21, and 11. 11 should be here, but 11 is at the last. 11 should be before 12. So is this a binary search tree? Obviously no. This is not a binary search tree. So how we will prove that this is not a binary search tree? What logic I should write? So for that, I have written one function, is binary search tree. This function will set a particular variable, which is a boolean variable, is bst, right, to false if my binary search tree, if at some place of if at some point of time we find that my array is not my traversal is not going into the in order traversal, or you can say that my traversal is in fact not giving me the sorted order of elements, right? To be very precise, it should be the sorted order of elements. So if at any point we find that my traversal is not giving me the sorted order of the elements, then in that case I will set this to false, is BST. And for that I have taken a stack. In the previous video I have discussed like why I have taken a stack. So what I'm doing here, this is the function is binary search tree. What I'm doing here, if my root is null or the BST is false, then I'm returning. I'm not doing anything. But if my root is not null and still the BST is true, is BST is true, because the default value I have taken as true, right? So if my value is true here, then what I'm doing, just like the in order traversal, I'm following the same logic that we do in the in order traversal. You can see that this is the in order traversal. We pass the left node, then we go to the root, and then we go to the right node. Okay, so similarly I'm doing here. I'm going to the left node, but when I'm going to the root node, I'm just testing it. If my stack is empty, if my stack is not empty, right? If my stack is not empty, then in that case, I am comparing the topmost element of my stack with the current node, or you can say the root element, right? So whenever I'm putting something in the stack and I'm doing that in order traversal, then in that case, the top element can never be greater than my root element, which right now I am traversing, right? I hope you are getting the point, right? My stack will contain the elements in the in order traversal, because this logic is same as the in order traversal. So my stack will keep putting the elements in the sorted order until there is some problem. When the problem will occur, then what will happen? My top element will be greater than the element that I'm going to put. And at that point, we know that yes, this traversal is not going to give me a sorted order. So at that point, we will just return, and I will just set it is BST is equal to false. And whenever the next recursive call will happen, all those recursive calls will return, right? So I hope you got this logic why I have written like this. This is the stack, and this stack is I have used it. This is a STL stack. You can create your own stack, but I have used the STL stack to make the code simpler and just to understand the logic. But you have to do the same thing that I'm doing here, right? So I hope you got the point. If you have not got the point, you can just comment in the comment section. But I hope this was the simpler one. And if you have seen the last video, then you will be aware like why I have used the stack here and why this will give me the correct results. So let's see if my system, if my program is going to give me the correct result. God, ENGL and is BST, right? So I have tweaked the tree, and in this case BST should come as false. So on the screen, on the output screen, it should be printed as false. Just a minute. Just place a breakpoint here. Just do F5. is BST is equal to false. So in tweak the tree, what I have done, I have made this as false, but still it is not giving me the correct result. Oh, sorry, I just didn't call that function. Is binary search tree. I should have called this function. I didn't call this function, so it is not able to set this BST. So now, if I run this, if I do F5, then I will be able to see that this is BST comes out to be false, right? Because this tree is not a BST anymore, right? So if you do this, then you will be able to see 0 here. 0 means false. Okay, so it is printing is BST is equal to 0, which means it is false. It means that my binary tree is not in fact a binary search tree, right? So if I don't call this tweak the tree, then in that case it should return me true, because in that case it is truly a binary search tree. So it will return true, which means 1. Okay, so you can see that it is true, and the 1 will be printed on the screen. This is the 1, right? So this code is fine. So now what I will do, I have taken one test case. Now I will take the second test case, where I'm not going to tweak the rightmost element. I'm going to tweak the leftmost element. You know that the leftmost element is the smaller one, but what I'm doing here, I'm making the leftmost element as the greatest one, which is 26, right? This is the leftmost element, and this should be smallest one among all the tree elements, but I have made this 26. So the very first element has been made 26, which is the greatest among all. So what will happen? It should give me the result as false, right? But before that, let's do in order traversal. Just comment these two statements and let's see what it shows to you. It will show you something like this: 26, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 9, which is obviously not in the sorted order. So which proves that this binary tree is not a binary search tree, but here I have to call my functions to prove that, right? So I will just comment this in order traversal, and I will just print the result if my tree is a binary search tree or not, right? So here, if you will see, is BST has become false, and same will be printed on the screen, which is 0. False means 0, right? So these are the two cases I have covered here, but you can do anything, like you can try to find out any middle node, right? These were the extreme cases. One was the leftmost element, and the other one was the rightmost element of the binary search tree. The smallest and the greatest I have tweaked. You can tweak any element, any node, which is in the middle. I mean, which is not the leaf node of the binary search tree, which is a non-leaf node of the binary search tree. That you can do very easily. I think I have already discussed that how you can find out a node having a particular value. Like if you want to find where is 3, and you want to know the pointer to this node, right? You want to know the address of this node which contains 3, then in that case you can write the logic which is similar to inserting the nodes, right? You follow the same path as you follow the path while inserting the nodes, and while searching you also in that case as well, you also follow the same path, same code path, to find out the particular element. All right, so that you can do, and you can also tweak that one, right? You can add that logic and you can tweak that one, but this will give you the correct result. This is binary search tree is always going to give you the correct result. Okay, so I hope you got the point here, and I hope you got like how the stack can be used to find out if your binary tree is a binary search tree or not, right? So stay tuned, and we'll be available with new algorithms. And in the next video, I'm not going to discuss any new topic, but rather I will discuss a new variation of using the stack with the binary search tree. and that problem will be like how we can find out if two of the binary search trees contain the same set of elements, right? You can have two binary search trees and both can contain the same set of elements. Like here, if I just jumbled up the numbers here, like I put 9 here at the first, then 9 will become the root, and and I put 5 in place of 9. In fact I just swap 5 and 9, then also a binary search tree will be created. But when the binary search tree will be created, both will contain the same binary search tree nodes because the elements are the same. So how we will find that both the binary search tree have the same set of elements? So there as well we can use the stack concept. And I would like you guys to, before you come to that video, before I upload that video, I would like you guys to do your practice, right? And when I will upload my video, then you can just validate your ideas that how you approach that, right? The simple statement is like you have to have two binary search trees, and both binary search trees you have to find out if both binary search trees contain the same set of elements. Okay, so in both binary search trees you have to find out if both contain same set of elements or not. If they contain same set of elements, then you need to return true. If they don't, then you need to return false. And the hint is that the same kind of logic using the stack, you can do the same kind of logic, you can follow the same kind of logic to find out that one as well. So try it yourself before you watch my next video. Okay, so have a nice day. Bye bye, and please like, subscribe my channel and share my videos. Thank you.